Hey, Coach Carl here, coming to you from Carl's Corner. And let's talk a little bit today about an important relationship in golf this time. So very often you'll learn. I'm talking mostly to my new golfers now, but this could also apply to folks who might just be struggling a bit. And this is good information. It'll help your golf, what I call your golf intelligence, as you think about what's going on with your golf game. So let's talk about the relationship between where the ball starts and where the club head is doing, or the club face is doing. So in order to kind of have a reference point, I'm going to refer to what I'll call a target line. And a target line would be a straight line between where your golf ball is on the ground and where you want the ball to end up eventually. And that line extends out in front of the golf ball and also back towards behind the golf ball. So there's this line on the ground, and on that line, your golf ball and your eventual outcome or your eventual target, both of those points are on that line. We'll call that your target line. And if you swing your golf club, the moment that the club touches the golf ball, that ball is going to launch up into the air, and the direction that it starts off with is almost 100% correlated to the direction that the club face is pointing. So if your ball starts left of your target line, that means that at the moment of contact there down at impact, that your club face was pointing to the left of your target line. If your ball starts to the right of your target line, that means that your club face was pointing to the right of your target line. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with the ball starting left or right of your target line. Most players eventually get to a point where they start it on purpose left or right of their target line, and then the resultant shot shape is what they learn to play with. But you need to understand that there's a relationship or a correlation between the direction that the club face is pointing the moment it hits the golf ball and the initial direction that your ball is going to launch at. And then one other piece of this to consider as you try and work on your golf game and as you try and learn to make the ball go towards a target is that your hands on the handle of the golf club are going to influence where the club face is pointing. And you can actually use your hands either by how you place them on the golf club or how you manipulate them through impact. You can change the angle and the direction that club face is pointing to intentionally make the ball go right of your target or left of your target. So when you're out, I've referenced this before in one of my previous videos, but when you're out practicing, a good way to practice is to purposefully manipulate the club face by either changing your hands, how they hold the handle, and that will cause the club to be either pointed left or right of your target at impact, or to do something dynamically through impact to change the angle of the club face there. That's a good way to practice. It helps you to understand what causes the ball to start left and right, and then also what can cause it to start straighter towards your target as well. So the relationship for today is the relationship between where the club face is pointing at impact and what that does to the golf ball, and it causes the golf ball to start in the direction that the club face is pointing. So next time you're out playing or practicing and you're losing your mind because the ball's just starting one direction or both directions, just come back to that very simple fact that the ball starts in the direction that the club face is pointing. And if you can change where the club face points, then you can change where the ball starts. So that's your Golf Gold Nugget for today. Visit my website, thisisgolfgold.com. Drop me a message here in the comments if you want to comment on this video. Head over to Instagram. I'm over there as well. And let me know, how's your golf game coming along? If you need some help, let me know that too, and I'll point you in the direction of my online tools that can help you out.